before Christmas.
The country is on fire. People are putting their lives and bodies on the line, unpaid.
It's the week there with the kids and the jewellery and
if we could get, if the Australian government could get millions of dollars to the fossil fuel industry, but it cannot pay firefighters to save lives, there is something very wrong. That's why we're taking to the streets tonight to let the Fire Brigade, social volunteers, the volunteer firing, they need to be properly resourced. They should not be putting their own money into fuel and water so that they can save people's lives.
The Country Fire Authority taking fire.
But more than that, we're going to have to keep fighting, guys. This bushfire crisis is not over. This is not normal. This is not acceptable. Firing should be properly resourced and funded. Instead, the government to open the state coffers up, playing all these bloody myths in there. Well, we're not having a part of it. We're calling on the
on the climate. We are gathering in Melbourne, but also in Sydney, Brisbane, Adelaide, Perth. There's a demonstration in Byron Bay, and we've also got demonstrations happening in Argentina and South Africa. Before we start the formal proceedings of the demonstration, I think it's really important that we acknowledge the land that we're standing on today. Disaster that has been made by climate change. This is a disaster that has been made because we live in a world that prioritises the pursuit of profit over anything else. And they will destroy the land. They will displace Indigenous people. They will watch bushfires on the climate criminals like Gina Reinhardt and Clyde Palmer, and we want them to pay for the mess they have created. And we're here because we want 100% transition to renewable energy, and we want it now. I want to say a couple of thank yous to different groups that them to be at the next demonstration. So I want to introduce our first speaker, Jackson. She's a student at Monash University, and she's a convener alongside me of Uni Students for Climate Justice. Please make her welcome. Every single year, and it turns out it's a scam and a lie. Most of that money will never reach the people who need it. Climate criminal U.D.Perera has promised $70 million in donations to bushfire victims. This is small change from a man who makes billions on fueling the climate crisis. This climate criminal, whose donation has suspiciously come in the form of a tax-deductible donation to his own foundation. He asked stunts like this will not wash the blood off their hands. A report commissioned by the government 12 years ago told them that around 2020, this year would be the year that climate change would need. The bushfire season would start earlier and the fires would rage more intensely. The government ignored them and did nothing. Firefighters in the lead up to this bushfire season begged Scott Morris money from firefighters as well. And criminalising protesters, locking up activists and fining us for trials that have been burnt to the ground and given nothing with which to rebuild. ScoMo has to go, and the climate criminals should have to pay for what they've done. We should be taxing the billionaire climate criminals who caused this disaster to pay for more firefighters and more firefighting resources, to pay for disaster relief for the people that have lost their homes and have lost everything, and to pay for a complete transition to renewable energy so nothing like this has ever to happen again. The state government and police tried to scare and intimidate us. These hypocrites. The politicians are all liars. Climate change is causing fires. The politicians are all liars. Thank you so much, Beth, for coming out and giving us that speech. There has just been a report that's come out that 60,000 people are marching in Sydney today alongside us. Thousands of people around the country are rallying to demand real action. And I think that people have been shocked into action through the stark scenes on the beaches in Malakuta, where the sky turned red and the people took to the beaches to flee and to fight for their lives. You saw people on the beaches with dogs, with horses, with all of their worldly possessions, sitting on the beach or sitting in the water because there was nowhere else to go. And if we don't act now, if we don't demand action on the climate, this isn't going to be something that happens once every 10 years or more. This is going to be the new norm. 4 p.m. on the 30th of December, and smoke was billowing up in the sky in the distance. A watch and act message for the town nearby. We had decisions to make. Do we wait for a watch and act message, or do we leave now? If we leave, do we go 5 kilometres to Corryong or 115 kilometres to Wodonga? On the 20-minute call to the police, it became apparent that the information was unclear. The road is open for now, but who knows for how long. There's forests on that road, and the fire is at the other end of them. The animals are active on the roads in the early evening as we gathered to make choices. We wondered, why don't the police know what is going on? In Corio, are we going to die in this centre tonight? In the morning, firefighters with burnt eyes and exhausted bodies came into the centre. We wondered, why don't they have the resources they need to protect themselves? Why are they volunteers? Why don't we have more firefighting resources? The next day we are evacuated. The water levels are low and it is needed to fight the fires. We wonder, why have they sold the water to big business and left this land dry? On the drive out on the convoy, we passed through the blackened, smothering landscapes, gasping at burnt, fallen power lines. We wondered, why are they made of wood?
And what an amazing sight you are. This is huge. This is huge. I want to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land, the Wurundjeri, and pay respects to elders past and present. And I want to thank you all for coming out in this rain that could turn out to be a bit of irony for the fires that we're facing, because it's part of a change that's coming up from the south, and the forecast is that by the time that it reaches where the fires are, of course it's going to be preceded by some gusty winds that might in fact change the direction of some of the fires and intensify them. And the rain that hits might not be much more than 10 millimetres. We're hoping that it's going to bring some relief, but it actually has the potential, according to some of the forecasts, of making it worse. And we're hearing reports of some of the fires merging within Victoria.